Hello and welcome. Today we are diving into two of the most dynamic parts of speech, verbs and adverbs. Think of verbs as the action words in your sentence and adverbs as the words that add a little extra flavor to the actions which was happening there. Right? Together, they make your writing and speaking more descriptive and powerful. So, let's get started. First, First, let's talk about verbs. Verbs are what make a sentence happen. They show action, occurrence, or a state of being. Without a verb, a sentence is just a collection of words. For example, think about the verb run. You can say, she runs. That's a simple, clear action. Am I right? Now, here is where adverbs come in. Adverbs are the words that modify or describe a verb. They tell us how, when, where, or to what extent an action is performed. Adverbs are like the detail in a painting, they give us the full picture. So let's go to our example. She runs, right? So we can add an adverb to tell us more about how she runs. For instance, we could say she runs quickly, right? She runs quickly. Now, the sentences or a sentence is much more descriptive when we add something about that verb, right? So we know not just what she is doing, but how fast she is doing it based on the given example, right? So here I would like to give the types of adverbs as well. Adverbs can be grouped into different types based on what they tell us. So let's look at a few common ones like adverbs of manner. So it tells us about how something is done. They often end with ly, right? So for example, he sings beautifully. They drove carefully. She waited patiently, right? So here, sings, drove, and waited. The three words are verbs, and the remaining beautiful, carefully, and patiently describing about the verbs, right? So next, move on to the next category. Here it's adverbs of time and place, right? So adverbs of time. It tells us when something happens. So coming to here, some of the examples. We will leave soon. When? Soon. Okay. And she arrived yesterday. So yesterday is all about the time, right? He came early. Early. Now, next move to adverbs of a place, which tells us where something happens. So time comes to when it was happened and the place comes to where it was happened. Okay. So the dog ran away. The dog ran away. Where it was happened? Away. Right? Next one. Let's go outside. To where? Outside. He looked everywhere. Right? The answer is everywhere. Here the adverbs of place is a everywhere. So Let's move on with the final category, adverbs of a frequency. It tells us how often something happens. Simple, right? So, coming to the examples, I always drink coffee. How often? Always. He never complains. What is the word here? Never. We often go for a walk. Often. Obviously, right? Yes. Coming to adverbs of degree, that means to what extent? I almost fell. I completely forget. To what extent? Completely and almost. Right? So let's put all together. My dear students, always remember verbs are the backbone and adverbs are the words that add incredible detail. Using them together effectively can transform your sentences from simple to sophisticated. So, it's very important to learn verbs along with the adverbs, right? So, thanks for watching. Keep an eye out of verbs and adverbs in your diary reading and conversations and try to use them to make your own conversations more vivid. See you next time. Thank you.